Draw in. To attract or involve. To become darker earlier. The festival draws in thousands of tourists annually. Winter evenings draw in around 4 p.m. here. The scandal drew in several high-profile figures. Draw in. To attract or involve. To become darker earlier. Draw on. To utilize resources or experiences. She drew on her childhood memories to write the novel. We'll need to draw on the emergency budget. He draws on his charisma to win people over. Draw on. To utilize resources or experiences. Draw up. To prepare a document or plan. Lawyers drew up the contract for the merger. The architect drew up blueprints for the new house. Let's draw up a list of potential candidates. Draw up. To prepare a document or plan. Drive up. To increase prices, demand, or numbers. Scarcity drove up the cost of raw materials. The ad campaign drove up sales by 30%. Investors drove up stock prices with aggressive buying. Drive up. To increase prices, demand, or numbers. Drop off. To deliver, to decline. Can you drop off the package at the post office? Sales dropped off sharply after the holidays. She drops off her kids at school every morning. Drop off. To deliver, to decline. Drum up. To generate interest or support. They're drumming up donations for the food drive. He drummed up excitement for the product launch. We need to drum up more clients this quarter. Drum up. To generate interest or support. Dry up. To deplete, to stop flowing. Funding for the project dried up unexpectedly. The river dried up during the drought. Her creativity dried up after months of stress. Dry up. To deplete, to stop flowing. Face up to confront something difficult. He finally faced up to his financial problems. The company must face up to its environmental impact. She struggled to face up to the truth. Face up to confront something difficult. Factor in. To include in calculations or decisions. Did you factor in travel time when planning the schedule? The model factors in inflation and wage growth. We forgot to factor in the time zone difference. Factor in. To include in calculations or decisions. Fall apart. To disintegrate, to emotionally collapse. The old book fell apart when I opened it. Their marriage fell apart after years of arguments. I nearly fell apart when I heard the news. Fall apart. To disintegrate, to emotionally collapse. Fall behind. To lag in progress or payments. She fell behind on rent after losing her job. Our team is falling behind schedule, we need to hurry. He fell behind in class due to frequent absences. Fall behind. To lag in progress or payments. Fall out with. To quarrel and end a relationship. She fell out with her best friend over a misunderstanding. He fell out with his business partner after a disagreement. They fell out with the neighbors about noise complaints. Fall out with. To quarrel and end a relationship.